Space, black, endless, pew, lasers zipped by. A giant spaceship, the Death Starfish, loomed. It was shaped like a starfish, obviously, and evil, very evil. Inside the Death Starfish, Emperor Guffaw laughed, a deep, throaty laugh. Evil suited him. He stroked his pet goldfish, Bubbles. Soon he cackled, "The galaxy will be mine!" Meanwhile, aboard a much smaller, less evil spaceship, was Captain Chuck. He was known throughout the galaxy for his daring escapades and his knack for getting out of tight spots. His ship, though modest in size, was equipped with the latest in spacefaring technology, making it a formidable vessel in the hands of a skilled pilot, hero of the rebellion, and a pretty good pilot. Captain Chuck had earned his reputation through countless missions, each more dangerous than the last. His quick thinking and unparalleled piloting skills had saved the rebellion on more than one occasion, when he wasn't eating space nachos. These were his favorite snack, a guilty pleasure he indulged in whenever he had a moment to relax. The crunch of the nachos and the tangy cheese sauce were a small comfort in the vast, cold expanse of space. "Captain!" yelled the navigator, a nervous blob of a creature named Kevin, who had been with Chuck since the early days of the rebellion. Kevin's many eyes darted around the cockpit, reflecting his anxiety. "The Death Starfish is firing on our position." The Death Starfish, a massive starfish-shaped battleship, was notorious for its destructive power and relentless pursuit of rebellion forces. Captain Chuck, mid-bite, looked unimpressed. He had faced the Death Starfish before and knew its tactics well. To him, this was just another day in the life of a space captain. Yeah, he mumbled, crumbs flying. "It's what those evil starfish-shaped spaceships do." He had a casual demeanor that belied the seriousness of the situation, a trait that both frustrated and reassured his crew. He grabbed his trusty laser pistol. This weapon had been with him through thick and thin, a reliable companion in countless battles. Time to show him what happens when you mess with Captain Chuck and his trusty sidekick, Sparky. Sparky, a small but fierce dog, had a knack for sensing danger and was always ready to leap into action. From under the captain's chair, a small, fluffy dog poked its head out, tail wagging excitedly. Sparky's presence was a comfort to the crew, a reminder that even in the darkest times there was always a glimmer of hope. Sparky, the rebellion's secret weapon, barked. His bark was surprisingly loud for such a small dog, and it echoed through the cockpit, boosting the crew's morale. Or maybe he just wanted a treat. It was hard to tell with Sparky. Despite the chaos around them, the bond between Captain Chuck and Sparky was unbreakable, a testament to the power of friendship in the face of adversity. Alarms blared, echoing through the metallic corridors of the spaceship. The spaceship, affectionately dubbed Space Farce 1, shook and rattled as if it were caught in a cosmic storm. Sparky, the ship's fluffy mascot, was startled by the chaos and jumped onto the control panel, his eyes wide with confusion. His paws danced over the buttons, causing lights to flash and alarms to blare even louder. "Sparky! Bad dog!" yelled Captain Chuck, his voice strained as he tried to regain control of the situation. But it was too late. The ship lurched violently, narrowly avoiding a laser beam that streaked past the viewport. "We're heading straight for the Death Starfish!" screamed Kevin, his voice reaching new octaves of panic as he clutched his seat. Captain Chuck, ever the optimist, grinned despite the chaos. "Don't worry, Kevin, this is my kind of parking," he said, his confidence unwavering. With a deft hand, he maneuvered the ship, dodging obstacles with the skill of a seasoned pilot. The crew, initially panicked, began to relax as they saw Captain Chuck's expert handling of the situation. Space Farce 1 glided smoothly through the stars, the immediate danger averted, at least for now. Captain Chuck patted Sparky on the head. "Good boy, just stay off the controls next time," he chuckled. The crew resumed their duties, working together to ensure the ship's safety as they continued their journey through the vast expanse of space. Section 4. Fur and Fury. The Death Starfish filled the view screen. It was even bigger up close, and smellier. Space battles weren't known for their pleasant aromas. Suddenly, a giant shadow engulfed the Death Starfish. A roar, powerful enough to shake galaxies, echoed through space. A dragon. A real fire-breathing galaxy-defending dragon. It was magnificent, and it seemed very interested in the Death Starfish. Emperor Guffaw, no longer laughing, dropped his goldfish bowl. Bubbles wasn't amused. Section 5 to Victory, with Kibble and Kaboom. The dragon, now identified as Argyle because even dragons need cool names, unleashed a torrent of fire. His scales shimmered with an ethereal glow, reflecting the myriad of stars around him. Argyle's roar echoed through the vacuum of space, a soundless symphony of power and majesty. The Death Starfish, no match for ancient firepower, exploded in a spectacular display of light and sound. The explosion sent shockwaves rippling through the cosmos, a testament to the sheer force of Argyle's fiery breath. Debris scattered like confetti, twinkling as it caught the light of distant suns. It looked a lot like a very expensive firework. The colors danced and swirled, painting the dark canvas of space with hues of red, blue, and gold. It was a sight to behold, a moment of beauty amidst the chaos of battle. Inside Space Farce 1, Sparky barked excitedly at Argyle. His tail wagged furiously, a blur of motion as he expressed his joy. The little dog had never seen anything like it, and his excitement was contagious. Argyle, in a display of intergalactic friendship, lowered his head and nudged the small dog with his snout. It was a gentle gesture, a sign of respect and camaraderie. The bond between dragon and dog was forged in the heat of battle, a friendship that transcended species and space. "Well, Kevin," said Captain Chuck, grabbing another space nacho, "looks like we're having dragon stew for dinner. Or maybe not." He chuckled, his eyes twinkling with mischief. The captain knew better than to mess with a dragon, especially one as powerful as Argyle. Argyle seems like he'd prefer kibble. The dragon's eyes softened as he looked at Sparky, a silent promise of protection and friendship. It was clear that Argyle had found a new companion in the little dog. He winked at Sparky, who wagged his tail, the hero of the day. Maybe. The little dog had played his part in the battle, and now he basked in the glory of victory. His tail wagged even faster, a blur of happiness and pride, if you didn't count the almost crashing into the Death Starfish incident. The memory of the close call was still fresh, a reminder of the dangers they had faced. But in the end, they had triumphed, and that was all that mattered. But hey, every hero needs a little chaos, right? The chaos was part of the adventure, a necessary ingredient in the recipe for heroism. It was the challenges and the close calls that made the victory all the sweeter. And as they sailed through the stars, the crew of Space Farce 1 knew that they had earned their place in the annals of intergalactic